let's get into Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber. Hailey Bieber was recently on the cover of Vogue, which is so many celebrities' dreams. It's like a sign of elitism, a sign of beauty, and Hailey Bieber got there. And I want to say congratulations to you, Hailey, because I don't think your husband will. What's really sad about Justin and Hailey's dynamic is anytime he posts anything that will get some bad attention, it goes viral and it outshines anything that she's doing. And that's exactly what's happening here. He posted a photo of her cover and wrote this in the caption: "Yo, this reminds me of when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she'll never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know. So mean. For some reason, I felt disrespected. I thought I gotta get even. I think as we mature, we realize that we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. Oh, so baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get the cover of Vogue because clearly I was sadly mistaken." First off, wait, so much to unpack. First off, which couples fight and they talk about the cover of Vogue? Like, who's using that as a comeback? Like, oh, you're such a bad girlfriend, you'll never get the cover of Vogue. And at the same time, like, where's the congratulations? Like, it's just not very sweet to me. And I need you guys to chime in below. Am I just like, am I being dramatic? Because to me, this isn't friendly or sweet or nice. It's not the meanest thing that anyone could probably say about her, but it's definitely not sweet. The comments read that it's giving Kanye, which it is. It's totally giving Kanye West behavior. Another person added that that's probably the day that she made it her mission to get onto that cover, which, true, to prove him wrong. Another person adds, his fans defending him is the reason I'll never like them. Hold him accountable. He could have told her this in person and congratulated her online. Another person added, I don't know why Justin's surprised. Hailey gets her goals. Never give up. Marrying him was the first example. Now she got into Sephora. I wouldn't be surprised if her next goal is to be a billionaire. Well, you know what, Hailey? You might want to get to work because I think you might have no other choice. Justin has been struggling recently with his finances, and I don't think his spending habits are slowing down anytime soon.
TMZ is reporting that Justin Bieber is now officially broke after spending around $1 billion throughout his career.
I was on a call with multiple people. Justin's side acknowledges that in 2022 he was on the verge of, and the words were, financial collapse. And that's why he had to sell his catalog.
It looks like Hailey is going to have to prepare for her sugar mama era because reports claim that Justin was on the verge of financial collapse, which is huge because, I mean, he has so much money, which I know is hard for us to comprehend. How does someone who makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year just blow through it? But when every single day is a $100,000, $200,000 day, I guess it becomes easy. I can't imagine what a day in the life of his is like. Justin has made somewhere between $500 million and $1 billion, but he had to go and sell all the rights of his music because he could not afford his lifestyle.
Justin Bieber is more broke than we thought. TMZ's investigation has gotten messy, like allegedly borrowing credit cards and buying private jets they can't afford to keep up with friends. In TMZ's new investigator series, Behind the Biebers, Scooter allegedly tried to stop the sale of the $200 million catalog while he was on the Justice Tour, told him to wait till January 2022 because of tax purposes. According to TMZ, Justin was so broke he had to do it in December of 2021, and that's just the beginning of the Biebers' financial downfall, according to TMZ. While Justin was on tour, Hailey demanded an upgrade in private jets to the size of her friend Kylie Jenner's, because allegedly she was not taking a lesser jet. When Justin's team offered her a smaller jet, she refused. TMZ investigator reports that this was the start of the Biebers' spending problem.
This person commented, I'm waiting for the day that people realize that Hailey is Justin's handler.
This is my phone. Very straightforward, obviously. These are a couple more that I keep on me, and I really just use them for a lot of the simple stuff, like surfing anonymously, commenting, stalking, viewing girls' pages, making multiple accounts, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so last but not least, this is a little tincture potion that I got. I would say probably when I was around 12, my dad flew me to go meet with this witch who lived in the mountains, and she made this specifically for me. She told me that it would make a young Canadian pop star fall in love with me. So yeah, I've been taking this one for years. Absolutely love it. Thanks, Dad.
I mean, people have their suspicions for a reason, especially when you see that Justin Bieber was involved with Lou and Taylor, who is the woman who was involved and pretty much responsible for Britney Spears' conservatorship. I would not want to be in business with her. That's just my personal feeling. I'm not trying to say anything bad about her, allegedly, because she likes to come for people. She also, I believe, was representing Diddy.
Justin Bieber is allegedly in danger of being put into a conservatorship, and the woman that was involved with Britney Spears' conservatorship, Lou Taylor, is allegedly involved with Justin Bieber's situation. And this comes a month after a blind item that alleged that Hailey Bieber was talking to a lawyer that dealt with conservatorships. Justin has allegedly been struggling with substances, their marriage, and being a father. Everything in this video is alleged, not confirmation of validity of allegations. The business manager, who was a driving force in what happened to the permanent A-list quote-unquote singer, is right up in the mix with the north of the border singer and his woes. Will history repeat itself?
Now, I don't think he's in a conservatorship, or at least in one quite yet, because he doesn't seem quite in control. You know what I mean? Let's look at a section of this article Vogue wrote about Hailey. They write, "What is it about Hailey Bieber? What makes her fans stop this peculiar 28-year-old on the street, paint smiles of freckles on their faces, and wait in line to buy her $20 smoothie collab at Air One? What drives others to fixate on her flaws in the comment sections, or even, she'll tell me later, follow and berate her in the street?" For the former, it's her palpable warmth and kindness, her 90s nostalgia-influenced style that seemingly untampered with good looks, and her charmed life as the devoted Miss Justin Bieber. From what I can tell, after several perilous hours spent online, her dissenters believe she successfully executed an evil master plan to entrap their favorite childhood pop star into marriage and to keep him from his one true love, which they believed to be his girlfriend from when he was 16, Selena Gomez. I would be personally offended if Vogue was doing a cover about me and in the first bit they mention Selena Gomez, like the person you've had so many issues with. As the case of most celebrity news, or really news in general, the negative version gets disproportionate airtime. Disasters and villains sell. Now, I did see another section where they write that she's starting to feel confident again. She's saying, "You start to give less of an F about so many things. You're just like, I don't have the time, actually. I don't have the energy." She claims her child is the priority, which, thank God, the child is the priority for one of them. He's the most important thing to me, she says. It's been my biggest teacher so far, being a mother. She claims that Justin is an amazing dad and that he's a natural. Now, it's an interesting piece from Vogue. Not like interesting enough to go and read it for yourself, but I'll give you guys the overview. She also mentioned this really scary moment when she was giving birth. Hailey is opening up about childbirth like never before, just under a year after giving birth to her and Justin's baby. Hailey spoke about her unmedicated birth, which I'm like, wait, is that without an epidural? That sounds really painful. While speaking to Vogue, she revealed a scary postpartum hemorrhage that made her weigh the possibility of death. She explains, although she trusted her doctor with her life, she was bleeding really badly after her 18-hour labor, and people die and the thought crosses your mind. Oh, I'm gonna start gagging. You guys know I have medical anxiety. Hailey recalled after welcoming her baby, she wanted nothing more but to hold him in her arms, but doctors were rushing to stop the bleeding, working on possible solutions hours before she was cleared. She said giving birth was the hardest thing she's ever done, despite preparing herself throughout the whole pregnancy with yoga and pelvic floor therapy and different exercises. She even did acupuncture at some point. Her bumpy labor didn't scare her off from having more kids. She's hoping for at least one more, but she says she'll see how life progresses. I mean, there is a lot in the air, up in the air right now. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with Justin Bieber, or what's going to happen with her or Rode. Will she become a billionaire? Maybe. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.